Alright. Been a minute since I've done good old YouTubes, so. Alright, so back more or less streaming here on YouTube. How often I'm going to be doing it, that part I don't know. Kind of a bit of story time here first for those of you watching this later after the actual stream occurred itself. Kind of recording it at the point where I started speaking as opposed to starting the stream. So, the last couple of months have been a bit of a challenge. So, about May 15th, I stepped away to deal with some stuff. I was kind of vague about it. Said I was going to be scaling back the channel. So, been doing the channel for about 4 years. 5 years overall doing YouTube. I had another previous channel previous to that. I've mentioned that on several occasions. It was called mtgotavern. So I have ebbed and flowed with how much time and energy I've kind of placed into the channel. Last couple years I've made a lot of changes. I constantly keep changing the formatting of the channel, constantly keep changing what the focus is. At this point I still don't know what the focus is going to be, how often there's content. This is more of a cathartic, just kind of getting things out there kind of thing for me. So, long story short, about the 15th, I announced that I was stepping away via post. The reason I was stepping away was to work on some stuff in my life, primarily at that point was aimed at working on studying accounting, my accounting stuff that I had previously gotten my degree in, and to start looking for a job in the accounting field. Couple weeks after that, my personal life took a bit of a hit. Some of you may or may not know, I'm dating a wonderful lady for about 21 months, and that relationship came to an end. And a lot of things I can say about it. I wish to respect her privacy, so I'm not going to say her name. But it was a good relationship in terms of a lot was to be learned. Both cared about each other a lot, but sometimes, even if people care about each other a lot, sometimes things just don't work out because there's differences of life, lessons haven't been learned in life, and just kind of lessons needed to be learned all around. And I spent several weeks trying to figure out what happened exactly and trying to fix what wasn't fixable. Kind of taking the last week to kind of gather my thoughts once everything was said and done and the door was closed. To kind of get my own life back on track, reestablishing friendships, reestablishing, or keeping going the job hunt that had started during all that, and then working on myself from both a personal standpoint and spiritual standpoint. I try not to make it a huge thing of the channel because I understand everybody has their own beliefs and things, but I'm a Christian. I don't always show it. In fact, I've done a very poor job of showing it over time. A lot of frustration, a lot of anger to show through in points and streams and such. So, that said, I wanted to apologize to a lot of people. I want to apologize to my ex for a lot of things that were said, a lot of things that were done. I want to apologize to my nephew for not taking the time to spend with him when I should have. I apologize to my brother for sometimes being a douche. And I also want to apologize to a couple of content creators, GG for Goblin Guide, Day 2 Dryden, to a certain lesser extent Poseidon. I've allowed my anger and frustration of competition to embitter me and kind of sidetrack from what should be a good experience for y'all. So, as I said, I don't know how much content I'll be doing, as I am currently searching for a job in the accounting field. I'm still currently at Walmart, getting my life back together after ending a relationship with someone that I thought I was going to marry. And all of that at once was a lot to take in. My focus has shifted obviously to job searching, towards reestablishing friendships, towards reevaluating a lot of my choices in life. And over the last 4 years, be it on and off, I've definitely come to know a lot of you guys and gals out there who have viewed the channel, and I certainly want to thank you all for it. In a lot of ways, you guys have been family at points, like family squabbles. I know a lot. I sent an email extending an apology to a former viewer of this channel, Space Marine. I lifted his ban from the channel. This is more. I appreciate that, trainer dude. I am relaxed. This is just me kind of getting everything out to you guys. Because as a content creator, quite frankly, I haven't been doing the best that I could. But I've realized that sometimes when you get a moment like that, you realize you got to reevaluate the attitude that you've had towards people. And my attitude, quite frankly, has sucked. I try to be fair with everybody. I try to be honest with everybody. But it didn't seem like I was being honest with myself. And I'm just being honest for everybody out there that a lot of things went down. I'm not proud of them. And hope to put a better foot forward. Better foot going forward. Like I said, I will be getting back into content creation on a semi-limited basis. Not all of it's going to be modern. Not all of it's going to be arena. There's going to be a mix. Honestly, it's going to be whatever mood I'm in that day. Tonight, I'm just going to play a couple of practice matches because I haven't played in the format in a while. This is not an optimum list by any means. I couldn't get a hold of Mishra's Baubles for... couldn't get a hold of Mishra's Baubles for Mana Traders as I reactivated my account on there. They didn't have any available tonight, so I'm throwing some ops in. So this should be Mishra's Baubles. But, yeah. So I don't know anything particular about the list. I know Dragon Raid's Channeler with its abilities is quite powerful. The ability that every time you cast a spell, you get to surveil, or non-creature spell, you get to surveil. Allows you to filter through your things. Unholy Heat. Very powerful anti-creature and planeswalker thing whenever you get Delirium. Obviously, Delirium is going to be a little bit harder to get without Mishra's Baubles adding artifacts to the pile, but we're still playing 4 types of things, so we'll get there eventually. Opt, obviously not the best filler, but it does what it does. Expressive Iterations, a redonkulously powerful card. It's kind of tearing up Historic right now. Metamorphose obviously enables a lot of the nonsense that we do with this deck. And then the rest of the stuff's all pretty common fare. Obviously Seasoned Pyromancer is kind of like a one of where you would see Bedlam Reveler maybe in the past or something like that. Just happens to be the list. Threads of Disloyalty, obviously very good against all the one-drop creatures running around in the format. So that said, it's been a minute since I've played any Modern, so I have no particular affinity or anything against any particular deck right now. I don't know a lot of what's going on in the format. I've vaguely been keeping track of things, but not terribly worried about the format, silly as that seems. Mainly because I haven't played Magic Online since I stepped away in May. So I'm just here to hang out and catch up with you guys. Hand seems pretty reasonable. Got a Swiss Spear. We have a cantrip. A couple cantrips, actually. So I think we keep this hand. I could try. The more advanced the accounting is, the less artifacts and lands enter the battlefield tapped. Okay. Well, that's gonna kind of suck. Yeah, I can certainly try. Hopefully we hit a land here. Since it's shocking in, because it just comes in tapped anyway, so. Is this like an amulet deck of some weird design, or just some weird thing our opponent's doing? I have no idea. Oh yeah, just enjoy your free time while you can. Just like enjoy life, enjoy your free time. Take care of those around you, you know? In the end, oh man, this really kind of sucks. Fetch lands really suck with Root Maze in play. Oh well. I'm just curious why the Root Maze? There's got to be something to it. Liana? Fulminator Mage. Ouch. And we are playing in the practice rooms. You know. Figure we'll run across something interesting. Okay, so the first card gets put into our hand. Second card gets put in the bottom of our library. Third card gets exiled for turn. So I'm probably interested in Lava Dart to hand, that to exile. We'll lose one of our blue/black sources here. Or blue-red sources. Sure. Could possibly have argued that I should have played Lava Dart. That way I could, like, sacrifice whatever thing. But I just wanted to get Soulscar Mage down here. Is this just like anti-Urza Saga tech? Is that why you'd run that? Like, obviously, we could clear the Fulminator out of the way with Unholy Heat or Lightning Bolt. It's just probably not really worth it. And that would enter tap for them anyway, so. Do I hear Fulminator Mage number 3? Nope, just Liliana. Third Fulminator Mage. It's a bit unfortunate. Still don't get what our opponent's actually trying to beat. Sure. See if our opponent plays around anything here. Apparently that answer is no. Opponent could have like a fatal push or something here, so isn't necessarily guaranteed to accomplish much, but past your opponent. Both of our steam vents are in the yards. The only thing I can get with this is another Moonton. And obviously we could tap her for swamp mana or for black, but we don't use black mana at all. So everything's instant speed, so go to attacks here. No blocks, huh? Alright, and our opponent concedes. Sure. Still wonder what the heck the point of the root maze was. Would be my first chance to take a look at Dragon's Rage Channeler. I don't think we can keep a 4-lander realistically. And then we have the no-lander. Oh, well. This hand isn't great, but I don't think going down to... I don't think going down to 4 is going to get us very far either, so... Ah, we're up against one of the new cat oven decks. Interested to see how this plays out. Mainly trying to dig for a threat here. Hopefully we find something. Gonna be hard on win on mulligan to 5. Now granted, our opponent did mulligan as well, but Tarmadoof. Avoiding putting the land in the yard because of just Jund with cats. Interesting. Alright, I mean... Gets to make a food. Trigger this. Going to fetch that so I don't screw up the... Unholy Heat's a weird one because we need sorcery. Do I actually even have sorceries in my deck? It's an interesting one. It's possible I should actually have Serum Visions. But let's take a look at our actual deck. Do we have any sorceries in it? I guess Expressive Iteration. Maybe these are supposed to be Serum Visions. I think we top. Doesn't seem like our opponent has an immediate way to kill this. It's a card on top. Okay. I think we can safely concede this game. Blood Moons, Threads, that. Braids all seem decent. Lava Darts don't seem particularly good, well placed against what they're doing. Mutagenic growth kind of iffy because Jund decks in general generally have a lot of removal, but Bolt obviously is one of the ones they could play. Try like that. This hand's a 4-lander. Look, it's not the best, but with Seasoned Pyro, I'm tempted to keep it, so try it out, see what happens. Put mulligan to 5. Start by thinning the deck a little bit here. Grab Steam Vents, although it may not be 100% necessary because we have quite a few blue-red sources. Okay. Definitely don't want another land. Now we're just this kind of weird mid-range pile. Hopefully this is like a Tarmogoyf. Apparently not. Dragon Range Chandler is certainly an interesting one. We'll play Spyro, discarding Channeler and Islet. Let's put as much pressure on the board as we can. Try to force our opponent into playing out a Tarmogoyf or something, or if they play Liliana, all it's going to get's a token. Low Strider. Not used to seeing that one in regular Jund, but it does its thing, I guess. It does make the Threads plan considerably worse, but it's going to get a basic mountain with this. I don't want to go too far down the life total. Notably, it can't sack itself, so if they want to get the scry, they're going to take some extra damage. So they're just going to use the goat for jump block here. They don't use the goat. Does that mean they have another... Does that mean they have another Strider? Okay, they got a Death Shadow, sure. Card will be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere. Instead, exile it with a void counter. Choose an exiled card. Play this card without displaying its mana cost. Well, that's an awkward draw. Veil of Summer against the primarily red deck. Are you kidding me? Question mark? Presumably our opponent chump blocks with a goat here. What? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, well, that's just lethal now, so, you know. What a weird game. So let me wrap around my head around what the opponent is doing. They have Collected Company in their deck. They have Oven. They have Wolfstrider, Liliana of the Veil, Abrupt Decay, Veil of Summer. I have no words. I really don't have any words. Jun collected company things and stuff. His hand's, it's alright. Blood Moon's a little bit awkward, but I think we'll keep this in. Let's play Expressive Iteration as a cantrip here, I guess. That in my hand. That. Exile that, I guess. Probably should have exiled the iteration. Does our opponent fetch a basic here is the question mark. They do not. Are they holding up Abrupt Decay here is the thing. I guess if they do, it's whatever. Like, this shuts off a card in our hand, but it, like, shuts off their entire deck. Yeah, you have Mountain. Congratulations. It's like, you even saw me discard the stupid Blood Moon last game. You would have thought you would have played around it. C'est la vie. I think we'll do one more match. Probably should have adjusted the ops for Serum Visions, but yeah, hand's fine. This is the first functionally hand we could keep with Dragon Rage Chandler, so I'm game. No reason to attack with a 1-1 into the 1-1. I mean, there's a chance they wouldn't block, but really don't want to take that chance, honestly. Yeah? Sure. Okay, well, get ready for the triggers. Looking for a creature. Seems like a pretty busted start. Yep. Collected company. Double Archdruid. Interesting. It's almost not even fair. Alright. Let's see. Elves. Probably want Kozilek's Returns. Braids. Threads are interesting, but I think their deck's got way too many just like nonsensical things, just like random dudes that this doesn't hit enough things. And a lot of their key elves are 3 mana, so I think we're just going to do ops out, these in. Mutagenic growths are kind of iffy, but you know, that is one way to punch through. So, try like this. It's probably a little bit better when we have Sprite Dragon in the deck against them, but Dragon Rage Channeler obviously still a pretty solid card. This hand's a little bit iffy because we don't have any creatures, but we do have quite a bit of early removal. We have Iteration and Metamorphose to find things, so I'm inclined to keep this hand. Lava Dart's just like an embarrassingly bad card against, well, embarrasses their deck like really badly. The other thing by not cracking the fetch land, that increases our chances of drawing a third land, which we might need to unlock this hand anyway. Okay, Heritage Druid, sure. Let's go ahead and use 1 copy of Unholy Heat. I'll hold on to the bolts. We'll bolt this in response to like a... Yeah, don't really care about Essence Warden. Funny thing to say, right? Like, Essence Warden, don't get me wrong, is a good card, especially against Burn. But it's just kind of whatever here. Like, Prowess, when it deals damage, is in chunks so much anyway. Yeah, don't even care. It's going to hold up Bolt here, and then next turn we're going to try to go off. If they have Fatal Push or something, it's whatever. Like, if they're diluting their primary game plan against a deck where we're the control deck, more power to them. Collected Company, probably a very realistic thing here. Yeah, 4 mana, no plays. Definitely indicates Collected Company to me. Soulscar Mage, land, a Braid. interesting, right? Probably want a Braid to hand, Soul Scar to the bottom, that in exile. No reason to attack this, because, like, there's a large number of things here that just, like, get Assassin's Trophy. Okay, that's a weird one. Okay, so they did have a collect company. Let's see, like a Kozilek's Return here. We would just pass. Like, obviously we want to find a threat, but spewing our Metamorphosis... Sure. Of course not. Okay, go red. Can't attack this turn, so we're just on chump blocking duty with it. Or trade block, I should say. Alright, they're attacking. Just fine, I guess, for them, their perspective. Like, they've got to get us dead before we gain control of the board. Okay. That one. Alright, fetch a basic mountain first. Let's be smart about this, shall we? Can't say I hate those guards. And then between these and the Kozilek's return, the game should be relatively locked up. We know what's on top of our library. We just get to draw the Stormwing entity here. Still holding up Kozilek's return. Guess that's a fine one. The collected company or just nothing? Nothing. Okay. Source would deal non-combat damage to creature and opponent controls, but that many +1/+1 counters on it. Okay, why would you main phase that? That seems very curious. I think next turn we just have lethal lined up, period. Yeah, what's up, GG? How are you doing, man? Gonna do this in response, so there's not a window for them to generate Westvale Abbey here. Three, so 4, 8. That's just lethal. Not even anything to check on it. Glad to see that you've been still putting out consistent content. Hope you're doing well. rough. Them drawing lands against a deck that like can 1-for-1 them into the ground's just kind of a death sentence. But Modern's in an interesting place right now. MH2 definitely shook it up, and I still have quite a bit to learn in the new format. Like I said earlier in my kind of rambly intro, I owe a lot of apologies to a lot of people. GG, you're one of them. I kind of, in some of my posts, got a little bit of an attitude towards other content creators, and I apologize for that. Isn't right to take out my frustrations on other people. So I apologize for any type of animosity I've shown towards you or Dryden or anybody really. It's been a couple of months. So, but good to get back content creation a little bit. Don't know how much of it I'll be doing, as I said in my kind of rambly monologue. I'm looking for a job in my field right now, so that's kind of the priority, trying to get a better job now with my degree. But I will be doing a mix of content. There will be modern stuff. There will be arena stuff. I'm not quite sure what balance it's going to be in yet. I'm not sure how much I'll be doing, but I am back in the content creation business as far as can be. But yeah, like I said, I apologize to anyone who came in during the Rambly Open, but I had some stuff to get off to my chest, and I've always tried to be open and honest with you guys and girls out there. So well, thank everybody for hanging out tonight, and I won't be streaming on Twitch probably for quite some time. I'll be back to streaming on YouTube itself. But if you like other Red content, check out GG. He's got quite a bit of stuff going on. He's a little bit more up to date on the meta than I am right now. So like that type of content. If you like a mixture of Magic content with an emphasis primarily put in the past on Modern, please consider subscribing to this channel. And I hope everybody has a great day and a good life, because you never know when things might shake up. So hope everybody has a good day. Thanks everybody for tuning in.